Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most talked about trading gurus online, Jeff Clark. If you spend any time on YouTube or finance blogs, chances are you've seen his ads. Promises of early retirement, big gains from options, and financial freedom using just a handful of trades. Sounds tempting, right? But here's the real question. Is Jeff Clark legit, or is this just another slick marketing funnel designed to separate you from your hard-earned money? Before I start, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. Stick around because in this deep dive, we're going to break down Jeff Clark's products, what real customers are saying, and whether you should trust him with your time, or more importantly, with your wallet. All right, so let's start with the basics. Who exactly is Jeff Clark? Jeff Clark is a trading educator who claims to teach people how to profit from options in any kind of market, whether stocks are going up, down, or sideways. His website lists a bunch of different products, each at different price points, and they range from entry-level newsletters all the way up to high-ticket programs. Here's a quick breakdown. Market Minute, a free letter with his so-called unique insights. Jeff Clark Trader, his flagship product, costs about $199 and supposedly teaches you how to fund an early retirement by trading just 3 stocks. Earnings Trader, $4,000 for a weekly publication focused on cashing in on earnings reports. Delta Report, $5,000 for higher risk, high reward option strategies. Jeff Clark Alliance, basically the all-access pass to everything he's ever made for just $9,199. And that's just what's officially listed. Once in a while, he'll pop up promoting other programs too, like the one-stock retirement offer that's been running in YouTube ads. Chances are, once you're on his list, you'll see dozens more promotions and upsells. Now, on the surface, this looks like a pretty classic trading education business model. Get people in cheap, upsell them into premium packages, and keep the marketing machine going. But the real question is any of this stuff actually legit? Here's the thing. The question shouldn't be, is Jeff Clark real? Because yeah, sure, he's a real person. He may or may not have made millions in options trading. Nobody outside of his marketing team really knows. The better question is, can you actually trust him? And that's where the red flags start piling up. First major red flag, Jeff Clark isn't really an independent educator. Behind the curtain, it's Agora Financial pulling the strings. If you've never heard of Agora, they're basically the biggest publisher of financial newsletters in the US. But their reputation? Not great. They're known for aggressive, over-the-top, borderline predatory sales letters. The kind where someone screams in bold red text about how you're missing out on the next Amazon or the once-in-a-lifetime trade opportunity if you don't buy right this second. And it's not just hype. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has gone after Agora dozens of times for misleading practices. Somehow, they're still around, which is honestly mind-blowing. So if Jeff Clark's brand is being run through Agora, that tells you a lot about the style of marketing and the pressure tactics being used. Now let's talk customer reviews, because you can always tell a lot by what actual paying customers are saying. On Trustpilot, for example, you'll find reviews like this one from Kenneth J. Dobrowolski. Jeff Clark is a scam artist. Do not fall for his phony pitch. I am an experienced trader, and I make money on a consistent basis from the stock market. I just wanted to see if his work had any merit. It doesn't. After doing my own analysis on his recommendations, I saw he was full of it. I paper traded his options, and they were all losers. Stay far away from this garbage. And what did the Jeff Clark Trader team respond with? Basically, sorry you feel that way. We'll offer you a prorated refund, which is just another way of saying, yeah, you're not getting all your money back. And then there's Robert DeWolf, who shared, I subscribed for 1 year and participated in 5 options trades that were recommended. I lost money on every single trade. I found the options course to be informative and well explained. However, I am motivated to share my experience to advise others to be careful of the overhyped promises in the marketing of this service. Again, the company replied with something like, oops, call us. We'll try to make it right. But hey, in fairness, not all the reviews are bad. Over on birdeye.com, Jeff Clark Trader actually has a 4.8 out of 5 rating with about 30 reviews. That sounds awesome, right? But here's the catch. When you start reading through those reviews, the names and writing style feel a little off. Almost like they're bot-generated or heavily curated. And let's be real, if your reviews are glowing on one obscure site, but terrible everywhere else, that's not a great look. Now, let's zoom out for a second. What Jeff Clark is really running here is a sales funnel. You get drawn in with free content, like Market Minute. Then you're offered a low-cost product like Jeff Clark Trader. Then there's the upsell to Earnings Trader, Delta Report, and eventually the all-in-one Jeff Clark Alliance. It's classic info marketing. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with funnels. But the problem is when the promises inside the funnel don't match reality. If the trades don't perform, if the refund guarantees don't hold up, and if customers feel scammed, that's where trust goes out the window. And this is worth pointing out. These types of programs are often designed to target a very specific audience: retirees, near retirees, or anyone desperate to find a financial edge. People who feel like they've missed out on big opportunities in the stock market and want to catch up fast. So when someone comes along and says, hey, you can retire on one stock, or you only need 3 stocks to fund your lifestyle, it's incredibly tempting. But in reality, options trading is risky. Even pros with decades of experience lose money. The idea that you can just plug into Jeff Clark's system and ride off into the sunset is, well, let's just say optimistic. If you're genuinely interested in learning options trading, there are plenty of reputable courses, books, and mentors out there who don't rely on aggressive, borderline scammy funnels. And let's be real. If Jeff Clark is truly in the top 1% of wealthy people, like his ads claim, why is he spending all this time hard-selling $199 newsletters and $9,199 programs? Just something to think about. Before you leave, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation. Click the link in the description to see the best business to start online, which made me over $26,000 last month alone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and honest insights. Thanks for watching.